Well, I'll keep it simple for you folks. Bundle up.
Yeah.
Chilly.
It's cold out there.
Cold outside. 26 degrees right now in Vancouver, Katie.
Yikes.
And might get colder throughout the morning?
Might be a couple degrees colder before we start warming up this morning. And we're going to see another morning tomorrow morning just like this. And then things will stay in that at or below freezing overnights for several days. And our daytime temperatures also going to be chilly, maybe in the low 30s for the highs, which means we're not as cold as we were in that January event we had last year. If you remember, we were in the teens and 20s for most of the day. Not that cold, but definitely cold enough to impact your days on Thursday and Friday and possibly Saturday mornings. That's what we're keeping an eye on, the timing of all of that. The daytime temperatures have been so very cold, all below average. That's what the blue means. If it were gray or red, we would be at or above, but our daytime temperatures all below, and our overnight temperatures, those have all been chilly as well. Just a couple of mornings that we were at or just barely above right at the beginning of the month, but overall it has been a cold month. There's indications that's going to change the second half, but let's get through this week before we really start talking about that. Temperatures this morning, upper 20s, some low 30s as you move through the metro and valleys, and then we just cooled off a bit there in Tillamook. It was 30 just a moment ago, so we are seeing those temperatures drop back just a little before we wake up this morning. In fact, all of the coast is a little cooler than it was only about a half an hour ago. Everything's colder through the metro and valleys, and look at this right here, these temperatures. This is that cold pool of air that's being drawn down from the north and then funneled into the gorge. As that low pressure center drops on Thursday, and we see it sitting offshore, it will draw that air in because that air is going to be funneled through the gorge, and it wants to fill in that spot where that low is. And when you add the cold plus the wet air that's coming through, because it's all dry right now, that's when we get these events that shut down the city. That's why we're paying close attention to this. We call that a setup. There's two of them that we have that brings us snow. The one that we had recently that just gave us a little, and the one we're looking at Thursday, Friday, which could impact our day a bit more. Sunny and cool on this side of the Cascades, partly cloudy and cold on the east side. And then here it is. This is the cold air that's being funneled down to us right now, and this is that low pressure center that we're watching right here that's coming in. That would be about Thursday afternoon. That could impact us, and we're looking at a couple bands on Thursday, one in the morning, one in the evening, but it's the one in the evening that we believe will bring the accumulation that will stick into Friday morning, and that's the one that will maybe give us a couple inches of snow. The freezing rain gets mixed in, and that's what we're kind of paying attention to. Then it will drop those snow totals down. We do dry out a little on Friday. We start warming up, mostly showers this weekend, and back into the upper 40s by Monday. Tony?